Ah, yes, literacy. Something that's been going on for thousands of years, whether that's by reading books, talking to people, writing letters, emails, or even texting. In this video, I'm going to tell you the literacy about Vanguard and how it compares to Salt Lake County's literacy, Utah's literacy, America's literacy, and the rest of the world's literacy. Let's break this down in a way that actually makes sense. Because once I started researching this stuff, I realized literacy isn't just reading a story or writing an essay. It's how people communicate, how students explain ideas, how adults make decisions, and honestly, how communities grow. Now, what does literacy really mean? Literacy is basically the skill that connects everything together. Locally at Vanguard, you see it in the class discussions, the presentations, and even when they email the teachers. Nationally, it shows how prepared students are for the real world. And globally, it affects entire countries. My whole research question was simple but honestly pretty big. How does Vanguard's literacy compare to Salt Lake County, to Utah, to the US, and even the world? To answer that, I used five major sources and all of them are real credible organizations that study literacy and how schools can be a better place to teach literacy to their students. And here's my first source. It's an RDA letter from the Utah state government that gives us real numbers on how Vanguard's literacy compares to other schools around in the area. Here's my second source. This source tells us about Salt Lake County's literacy. Now, it does have a stronger literacy level than rural parts of Utah, but that's because of funding, programs, and student support. But there's also a big mix of backgrounds and English learning students, which does affect performance. Now, here's my third source. This is Utah's literacy levels. Utah's literacy levels are pretty good, and almost half of young students are reading on grade level, and older students usually perform above national averages. Utah puts a lot of energy into their early reading skills to help students be prepared for the world. Now, here's my fourth source. It's the US's literacy levels, and honestly, it is kind of struggling a bit. Scores have dropped after 2020 and haven't fully recovered. Some states do great, others fall behind, and that gap just keeps getting bigger. Now, here's my fifth and final source, the global literacy levels. When you zoom out to the world, things get really real. Some countries have extremely high literacy while others struggle because students don't have access to schools, books, or even the internet due to either wars in their country or because their country doesn't make enough money to give enough funds for students to be able to access all the information that is needed for them to succeed. Now, when you line everything up, Vanguard fits pretty well within Utah's overall strengths. Utah scores above the US average, and globally, the US is in the higher literacy group, even with its challenges. And here's what I've learned from this research. I learned that literacy isn't just a school thing, it's life. It changes how people see you, how you solve problems, how communities develop, and how you connect with the world. So yeah, literacy connects everything. It shapes schools, communities, countries, and even the world. And understanding where we stand helps us to understand how we can improve our literacy levels and to be the best in the world.